Hello and welcome back to CSS positioning, and in this video we're going to talk about how you can position your sections. By default your sections are positioned more towards the left side of the page, but with the help of certain CSS code you are able to shift it towards your desired location on the screen. The screen here, as you can see, I've done this example here for you. This is exactly what we're going to cover today, right now in this video. As you can see, this yellow colored section division is more towards, away from the margin of the page, and you can even move it here, or you could move it here, anywhere in the page. And this kind of flexibility is a real boost for web developers, for web page designers, where they can easily shift around content holder, shaded content holders easily. They can shift them around and people can just go ahead and type their content there. So this is a very, very important flexibility feature in CSS, and let me show you how it works. Okay, again I have the skeleton HTML tag ready for you. All you need to do is just within the body tag you're going to write down all the code. Okay, and the code that you're going to write is you're going to work on the position property. Okay, you're going to work on the position property, and the values are top. I'm just writing it down, this is not code. Okay, top, right, bottom, or left. Okay, so when you say CSS positioning refers to using CSS to position elements on your HTML page. Okay, for example, here the division element or the section element is manipulated by using the position tag. And you can likewise you can do it to a paragraph, you can do it to a heading, you can do it to a table, any element of the HTML page. CSS allows you to position any element precisely where you want it. You can specify whether you want the element positioned relative to its natural position in the page or absolute based on its parent element. So we have this relative and absolute positions. Okay, we're going to talk about that as well. So absolute positioning can be very useful for creating advanced layouts, okay, and cool visual effects such as overlapping elements to present a layered effect. Okay, so if you've seen those really fantastic state-of-the-art websites and you've seen these cool features across the web page and you're like, wow, how did they do that? It's all with the aid of a CSS positioning tag with the all these values available here. Okay, so to determine whether the element will be positioned relatively or absolutely, you use the relative, you use the position property. This is the property to be used within the HTML element where you want it to be applied, and then you determine whether the relative or absolute position will have top, right, bottom, or left values. Okay, without making this any more complicated, let's go ahead and type a simple line of code. Okay, open up a paragraph tag P, and then you say here is the normal flow of content. Now why am I doing this? Here, exactly here, you're going to see here is a normal flow of content, which shows that this is the default position of this line here on the HTML page. Okay, and let me add ellipses here and close the paragraph tag. Now open up a division tag. Okay, div. You could do this for the paragraph, but I'm doing it on division. Okay, division style is equal to position relative. Okay, and its relative position semicolon left by 50 pixels. Okay, and I need the background. These are all styling properties. Background color is yellow, okay, and width is 90 pixels. I think I got the syntax correct for the first time. I think so, I believe so. And I'm going to go ahead and close the division tag, and then for the users to see what you've done, you're going to say this division has relative positioning, okay. And once you write that this division has relative positioning, I want to close the div tag, okay, and open up the paragraph tag, and then say, and here is more content. Okay, let me render this code and explain exactly what you did. Okay, very interesting, very powerful. You can play with the numbers here. Go ahead and save. Okay, and of course it's going to run like that. Okay, there must be a problem in the code. Let me check. Okay, this division has relative, I think it's not reading here. Division style is equal to position is relative. Left 50 pixels seems okay. Background color yellow, okay. All right, W missing. Width is 90 pixels. Let me try to run that. Let's see, fingers crossed. Still not working. Let me save as. Sometimes, you know, the cache memory, it works funny. Save as, and if it's still not working, I'm going to recheck the code again. No worries. All files. Okay, save. And okay, there's a problem with the code. So let me check. Div style position relative. Did I close the div tag properly? Yes, I did. And here is more content. Okay, what I wanted was to be able to display the division in a yellow content. Why is it not doing it? Let me check. Okay, students, there was this really silly error here. I did not add the closing bracket. I was like, you know, everything looks really fine. Okay, so I did not add a closing bracket here. It's easy to miss these things, you know, in the notepad, but you know what, as cruel as this environment is, it teaches you a lot of things. This is the best way to learn HTML because it makes you so mindful and conscious of what you're typing. If you have any other, you know, code editing software, half of the work is done for you. Like it would spell check your problems, you spell check your words, and point out syntax errors, and even tell you why your code is not running. But then, you know, you're not learning anything, you're just depending on the program, the code editor program. In this way, here you're learning everything from scratch. You're determining what the issue is and how you can solve it. So this was a very simple issue. This tag was not closed well, which is why CSS, the HTML, the browser thought that, you know, this whole code was a part of the paragraph tag. And it didn't make sense because closing tags do not have any kind of elements defined. That's fine. We solved it and we can move on to the next part. Okay, so this example that we see here, this example offsets the element around 50 pixels from the left of where it would have been. If we had specified top, it would appear 50 pixels below where it would have been. It's important to note that other elements are not affected by this element's offset. Therefore, overlapping may occur. Okay, so you can easily overlap this box with another box, okay, with a gray color box or a blue color box, and type something. You would have an overlapping between elements here. because as the position property applied to one element does not affect the way the other element is rendered. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you. Let's work on absolute and fixed positioning. Okay, and I'm just going to type here absolute positioning example. Okay, and here you're going to write within the body tag. Look, in order to perform absolute positioning in CSS, you again use the position property. Okay, only this time you use position absolute, not relative. Okay, let's do it again. div style is equal to position absolute, okay, top 100 pixels. Wow. Okay, 100 pixels, top 100 pixels, and then you have background semicolon, background color. Okay, background color, let me do green. Okay, and then semicolon closed, inverted commas closed, and bracket closed. I think I got it right. Position double colon absolute, top double colon 100 pixels, background color double colon green, and semicolon is always, a divider between two values, two properties. Okay, so we will say that this div is absolutely positioned 100 pixels from the top and 60 pixels from the left of its containing block. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and close the div tag. Awesome. Save and refresh. Okay, so what I don't like here is the lack of break. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to absolute positioning. Absolute positioning examples. It seems like all of this is displayed right after that. Okay, no worries. But what I'm trying to show is that this div is absolutely positioned 100 pixels from the top and 60 pixels from the left of its containing block, which means that it is 100 pixels from the top, and it doesn't care that it's overlapping this already present division. Okay, and it's 60 pixels from the left of its containing block. Okay, definitely looks less than 60 pixels. Let me see. Okay, all right. Okay, now let me show you what is fixed positioning. And then, did you see how overlapping is possible? Fixed positioning, if you play with the numbers, with the number of pixels, you can easily get a nice overlap of colors, and then you can add nice logos or designs or shapes at the different areas of your web page, and you can create something completely custom made, completely from scratch very easily. Okay, just play with the pixel sizes. Let's do a fixed positioning, which allows you to fix the position of an element in a particular spot on the page, regardless of the scrolling. Have you ever seen something that, it's very annoying, but sometimes it's very important, especially if you're trying to market something. So you have this message here. No matter how much you scroll up and down, the message remains on that area of the screen. You have to close it with the close button to get rid of it, otherwise you won't rid of it. Okay, so how do you do that? Div styles is equal to position fixed top 100 pixels. Okay, 100 pixels, left 60 pixels. Okay, left 60 pixels, semicolon, width 180 pixels. Okay, and background color red. Okay, inverted commas closed, bracket closed. Okay, and then you say this division, this div is using a fixed position of 100 pixels from the top and 60 pixels from the left of its containing block. When this page scrolls, this box will remain in a fixed position. Okay, it won't scroll with the rest of the page. Okay, so go on, scroll. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and close the division tag like this. div, there you go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save this file and run it. Okay, I am missing something here. Let me check. Okay, I checked the syntax. There was an error in the inverted commas equals to sign, minor issues. So this is how you type it out: position fixed top 100 pixels and everything. And then you also need to close the division tag, which I closed towards the end here. Okay, and once I saved it, I was able to run the file, run the code easily. So if you scroll the page, okay, it's not going to scroll because I don't have enough content. I need to add a lot of content to be able to scroll up and down. So if you scroll, no matter what, this is going to stay in the center of the page. Okay, I don't have the scroll bar here because the content is limited to one page, but if you scroll up and down, you can easily see that this page scroll box will not go, not the scroll box, this fixed position division tag container will not go anywhere. Okay, so with this I end this video of CSS positioning. And if you have any questions, please email me at zubia@qualityforlife.ae, and you can also post questions under this video. And let's work on the next video. It's a CSS float. Take care. Bye.